Hello, welcome to one of our videos in our Start Small series. In this video, we're going to be focusing on stretching and flowing. You'll use this as your recovery or cool down, or just use it by itself to stretch out those muscles. So this is a classic series that we do almost in every class, or a variation of this series in every class at the end to cool down and reset our muscles. So to get started, we are going to start with those knees apart and toes together. Sit back and reach the arms forward. Come into, it's called a child's pose if you're using yoga terms. And let that chest fall. Big inhales and exhales. And exhale. Shift your weight, bring those knees underneath your hips and find a quad position, releasing the tension in your back. Let that back arch, pick your chin up, and then roll up, pulling up through those abs. Again, release and roll up, pull up through your core. One more time, release and pull up. From here, you're going to tuck those toes and pike your hips up, coming into a down dog. Now take a second and adjust your body so that it feels good for you. Pressing those palms down into the floor, tailbone up toward the ceiling. We're just going to plank forward and then pike up. Again, plank forward and pike up. Flow through this at your own pace. Don't let me rush you. Find what feels good for your body. This is all about stretching it out. Hold up right here and pedal those feet. Stretching through those calves, wiggling your hips out a little bit. Press both heels down. And then pick up on your toes. You're going to step that right foot forward into a lunge. Let your hips fall. Relax into this a little bit. Release the tension in your shoulders, pressing down through that front foot. Find your stability and reach up center. Hold. Chest up toward that ceiling. If you want, you can press that back heel down toward the ground a little bit, sinking a little more front into that front leg. And then release, bring both hands down. You're going to drop your right leg under, coming into a pigeon stretch on that right side. Pressing your hips down, pick your chest up. You should feel a good stretch right through here and also through your glute on your right side. Fold over. And we're going to stay here just for a second. Big inhales and exhales, using the oxygen to get to your muscles. If you want, you can wiggle into this just a little bit. And then bring your chest back up. Grabbing that back leg, you can either grab it with your left hand or your left leg, or you can either grab it with your left hand or your right, whichever one feels more comfortable, or wherever you're at. You can also, if you're not quite there yet, grab onto your pant leg to help pull and stretch that quad. Good, and release. Pop back up on that right foot, come back into that lunge, and you're going to press up through your front leg and pop your toes. Nose to knee as close as possible. Everybody has different levels of flexibility. You can pull back on those toes. Shift your weight back forward. Take that right foot back and pike those hips up one more time. Hold. Come up on your toes and bring your left leg forward. Find your lunge. Dropping those hips down. And when you have that stable leg, bring those arms up, chest up. Release through that hip. Shift your weight a little more into that front leg. And release down. Drop that left leg under. Find your pigeon stretch on the left side. Pressing your hips forward. Stretching that hip flexor on the right side. Glute on the left. And then fold over. Hold that stretch. Big inhales and exhales. Like I said, you can release into this. Sometimes a little knee sensitivity will get fired up. Adjust how close that knee or that leg is underneath you. Don't do anything that makes it feel like it's painful or hurting you. Relax through your shoulders. And then bring your chest up. Pressing your hips back forward, reach back for that right leg. Either right hand or left. Hold that stretch. Press those hips forward. Release. Tuck those toes. You're going to pop back to that lunge on that left leg. And then press up through that front leg. Stretching that hamstring out. And release your toes down. You're going to bring your right foot to meet your left. Step forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold over. Hold that stretch. Again, inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold over. Hold. Separate those legs and sit your hips down. I'm going to turn myself forward so you can see what I'm doing. Sit those hips down and shift your weight side to side. Loosen all of that tension in your hips up. Relax through your shoulders. Hold center. Twist your right shoulder in toward that left side. Hold. Pressing back gently through that right thigh. And come back center. And left toward that right. Hold. And center. Shifting that weight again. Big inhale. Straighten those legs. Take your palms to the floor if you can, or grab onto your legs. Reaching center. Hold that stretch. And then shift your weight over into that right side lunge. And to the left. And right. Just flow through it. And left. Maybe you're getting down lower than me. Maybe you're not getting down as low as me. Find what's comfortable for your body. Couple more times. Let's go one more on the left. And then find center, reaching through again. Release your neck. Shake it out. Big nod yes. And no. Palms down into the floor. Hop those feet center. Roll up nice and slow. And there you have it. You can add on to that. You can start with that. You can finish with that. I like to go through that simple flow like on the weekends to loosen all of that work up that we've done through the week.